Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Scorpio. I'm the Cannastrologer and my name is Abby. And this is another reading for the end of July 2024, but it's meant for whenever you're seeing this. So if the message or the title resonates, then it's meant for you. Make sure you watch it till the end. Don't try to force anything, but you know what to do. Okay, so Scorpio, welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. You guys have been amazing. For those of you returning, you guys know that I'm like super Scorpio. I've got Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Uranus, Juno, and Vesta. So I've got a lot of Scorpio placements. This is my like perfect realm, if you will, with all of the zodiacs, and I vibe very deeply, and you guys know that. So a lot's going on as far as the energies go. The song that we had on pre-shuffle for this week is Far Alone, featuring E40 and J Ant by G-Eazy, who happens to be a Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. There's that. Don't have to be, but you could be, or have that somewhere strong in your chart. It mentions the year 2006 and smoking on Agent Orange. That can have some significance. They used to tell me I couldn't go too far alone, but now I'm here, bitch. It ain't funny what I've been through. Your enemy can be some kin to you. I started off hella broke, hung around people older than me and took notes. That could be key. You could be one of those people that you're very, obviously, you're very like perceptive, and you take note of everything that's around you, but you also take notes of those older than you, and you learn the lessons and you get advice from those around you. We're very smart, Scorpios are. And then it goes, did it my way, I'm never taking shortcuts, I'm a boss tycoon. So this is like leveling up in a very humble but honest way, and celebrating yourself, but also taking action on something. And whether this is happening now or this will be happening in the very near future, I feel, there could have been people betting against you, didn't think that you could ever make it far alone. They thought that you were, down for the count, or, at the bottom of the barrel. And you know what? You could have been. You could have been, dug yourself so far into a hole, or fallen into a hole, or just trying to launch something, and just like at the very beginning, at the very start, right? And it's like the song, it's like, but now I'm here, bitch, dun, 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 but it's like, I read The Best Thing the other day, and it was talking about, don't even celebrate your victories and stuff until you've accomplished them. Like, don't talk about it and that hit hard for me, because I've always announced and talked about the stuff that I'm doing. I get so excited, and I'm a cheerleader naturally, and I want to, support and talk about the people that, I'm supporting. But I realized at a certain point that it's better to cheer and support for the people who have already accomplished something versus cheering for the people who are trying. I'm not saying don't cheer for the people trying to. Always root for the underdog, right? But be selective. Especially if you're one of those people like me that, you support everybody. I'm like Switzerland, right? But you got to be careful about who you're supporting out loud. You just got to be careful because of what they represent. You don't represent what everybody else represents. Does that make sense? Okay, anyway, let's get into it. Far alone. And that's why it's like you could work alone. You could work very independently. But also you work well together with teams also. I just feel like a huge level up. Like, that's what the song is talking about. Somebody who's leveling up. It's like, but now I'm here. People were doubting me, but now I'm here. Like, look at me now. What? Respectfully. All right, what do we have for Scorpio for a higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good? So, Mo to be. I saw 414 on the clock. You might want to look up angel number 414. I've been seeing 4s a lot lately, and 5s. Like 555, 444, 1414, 414. What else for Scorpio? End of July. Underneath the deck, we've got Quill. Get back to the basics. Solid advice. What else for Scorpio, please? End of July. Scorpio, please. Whoa. Underneath the deck, bear, danger, especially in money matters. Okay, so get back to the basics, especially in money matters. You know, you got to make sure that you've got money coming in. There could be somebody trying to mess with your money, trying to, you know, project on you negatively. And that's what that song was about. You know, people projecting on someone. You know, saying, I'd never, you know, you never make it, but now I'm here, you know. So it's like, kiss my butt, you know. Wow. This does not surprise me, y'all. Okay, I love this so much. So underneath the deck, it's like underlying energy. We've got quill, get back to the basics, bear, danger, especially in money matters. That could have been in the past, or you could still be dealing with it now. And it could be serving as a warning for the future. So it's just like, by getting back to the basics, I feel like you can avoid it. Now, what we're really talking about here, the underlying energy going into this reading, is the money path. Yes, Scorpio. And a path with money is waiting for you to find it. So I feel like you're on it. You're right there. It's just like you have to uncover a couple things. We've got sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. So it's like, it could be like a fresh new start to something that you've been working on, but in a new and creative, different way. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love and hate, because you have a passionate love and hate for this thing, this new career path, this new money path. It even could be a relationship that leads to money, right? But watch out, rooster, an arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross, and mule, someone who's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I feel like that's the same person. It could be two different people kind of going head to head. Ooh, that'd be ugly. A rooster and a mule. A cock and an ass. That's what that is. A rooster and a mule, a cock and an ass. So it could be two separate people. Otherwise, that is one really stubborn ass person, like for sure. So then we've got boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals, and then candle, you will be shown the way. So Scorpio, I feel like you're going to be able to get through this, but you're going to have to be dealing with, you know, whether this is yourself or another person or two people. You could be going head to head with somebody. Someone's kind of arrogant and boastful, and the other person could be stubborn and unwilling to change. This sounds so scorpionic, like it's just another day in the life of, right? That's how we are. What do we have for the tarot for Scorpio heart? Peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. I want to shuffle first. Scorpio, please. Let's get our energy into it. Candles could be significant for you as well, white candles especially. Underneath the deck we have Justice. Love it! So this is Libra energy, and also Libra had the fire card as well come out. Also, Libra's like right there. It's like Libra then Scorpio, so you could be cuspers. You might want to go watch the Libra reading. But Justice is air sign energy, Libra energy. It's all about the need for balancing priorities and decisions. So this could be like a really significant, I don't want to say heavy, but like, or serious comes to mind as well, but it's just like important. It's a very important time to balance your decisions, okay? And it says, use your intuition to set your moral compass, right? So it's all about truth, clarity, cause and effect, eternal justice, balance, fairness, and accountability. And that's because the scales, you know, justice is all about scales, and that's what Libra is, scales. Also, you know, Libras were, and I say we, because for those of you who know my channel, know that I also have heavy Libra placements too. And Libras tend to overthink things too, but they can be deep and analytical. So, take it as it resonates. Truth, clarity, cause and effect, eternal justice, balance, fairness, and accountability. 3 cards for Scorpio, please. That's funny. So the song Ain't No Rest for the Wicked is popping into my head, and I haven't even seen the first card. Ooh, yeah. Yep. 5, 4, 3 underneath the deck 5. So I was just talking about 5s and 4s in here. They pop out again. The song Ain't No Rest for the Wicked. Ain't no money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed, and ain't nothing in the world for free. Can't slow down. Can't something, even though I wish I could. Ain't no rest for the wicked till we close our eyes for good. Okay, so sorry. I mean, like, I'm not trying to sing for you. But the lyrics are significant, or they wouldn't be popping in my head. So in the past, recent past, we had, I'm seeing life of hardship. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody was left out in the cold. You were struggling. You could still be coming out of that energy. But life is hard right now. Look around. Help is at hand. You could be having trouble, like acquiring money or contracts, or, you know, just getting something to move forward. 5 of Pentacles, it's earth energy, Taurus energy. Taurus is all about stability, right? But this is the energy of the unexpected, conflict and strife, movement. I feel like for a lot of us too, this was like one of those obstacles right before the win. It's like the universe like testing us one last time before you like get the gold, right? So it's just, you know, a feeling of being insecure, or having hardship or poverty or loss of money or position, toil, harshness, need, or lack of resources, right? So, or like I said, it's a feeling of being left out in the cold. But then we've got the 4 of Swords in reverse. Now, swords are all about communication, air energy. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could have that somewhere strong in your chart. More Libra energy, right? And this is about continuing on despite dire stress. And I feel like that's where you are right now. It's like keep on keeping on energy, right? It also could denote laziness, but also exhaustion, restlessness. It could create feelings of stuck or but also the unwillingness to rest. And that's where the song comes in. Ain't no rest for the wicked. And I'm not saying that you're wicked. I'm saying that you're unwilling to rest. You're unwilling to just lay down and let something go, right? You have to keep on keeping on. Because why? Because then the 3 of Wands, the fire, it's like the fire within us. Aries energy, find your inspiration to take action. It's expansion of ideas, groups, and growth. Preparation, planning, expansion, established force, nobility, success, openness, and honesty. You've got a victory coming in because underneath the deck, we've got the 5 of Swords, Aquarius energy. There's some type of heartbreak. It also could have been with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or just something from the past that left a bitter taste in your mouth. It could have been with an Aries or an Emperor energy. It could have been with like a father figure. But sometimes the victory is just not worth the price. It's all about selfishness, conflict, aggression, argument. But somebody's defending themselves and believing in their own personal power. It's like Queen of Wands energy, and that was really heavy. That Queen of Wands was really heavy in the Libra reading. Who's taking on the world? And I feel like that's you, Scorpio. You're moving forward. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, but it's like you're moving forward, putting what's in the past, shutting that down and moving forward. Because you're working hard towards stability. That's what it is. Making your decisions, hermiting in and doing what you need to do in order to level up with the Hierophant energy. Looking at things from a different perspective, With Page of Swords, it's spying, looking for ways to manifest success, to bring in success, and it's coming in quick. Okay. Yeah, in work, and could be a relationship too. Could be that coming in from maybe the past. This is just what's under the deck. Energy always changes with a person's free will. You know that. We are the masters of transformation. So once you get a reading, it's only good until, you know, the next person changes that storyline. That's why I always tell people, like, astrology is like a weather report. When I was younger, I always wanted to be like a weather girl, and here we are, right? All right, underneath the deck, the energy going into this is, see, this totally makes sense. The energy going into this is the Four of Pentacles. So this might take it to the bank card. This is savings, but also spending. It's knowing how to save and when to spend, right? So somebody's like holding onto her coin purse, looking at, a city, like about to go into the market, go shopping or whatever, but knowing how to spend wisely. That's what's going to be important moving forward. What is the Five of Pentacles? Oh, something fell in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's coming out of that energy. Why? Because they're learning how to spend wisely and how to save wisely. What's the Four of Swords in reverse? What's the Four of Swords in reverse? The Devil. Okay. What is the Three of Wands for Scorpio? What is the Three of Wands for Scorpio? That's too much. Fine, I'll take it. Okay. So right now there's a situation, and I feel like this is underlying energy, clarifying the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a bittersweet victory. Sometimes the victory is not worth the price, right? So you could be dealing with a situation where it's like unexpected conflict and changes, and something that you just like kind of like blindsided you may have like totally like sidetracked you, right? And it's something that you have to deal with. In situations like this, there's a winner, there's somebody who doesn't win, right? And it's usually bittersweet because it's somebody that you could care for or something like that. Now, clarifying that is the Strength card. And so Spirit is saying, be strong, power through it. This Leo energy. For many of us Scorpios, you could have Leo like in your 11th house, which is the house of like career and fame and profession. Or is it 10th house? I'm sorry, 10th house. And behind that, we've got the Five of Wands. And that's like competition, challenge. Could be even bickering, fighting, but it could be between like a group of people, like a company or a family or a friend group or something like that. Somebody could be trying to find out information on how you work, on how you get things done, and how you lead, and they're like in despair, like freaking out, trying to figure this out. Yeah, that's the truth. It's somebody's knowledge, deep intuitive knowledge they've had since a child. Okay, so this stack of cards, let's go into this. So we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Five of Pentacles upright. Somebody is coming out of this energy. However, we've got the Devil clarifying the Five of Swords. Now, I feel like that is so funny. You guys, I said there ain't no rest for the wicked. There ain't no rest for the wicked. That's what, Spirit, you're funny. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. There could be a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn somewhere in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn who's like feeling like they're left out in the cold from you. Or that could be causing some sort of laziness or exhaustion or feeling of like lethargy. How could they be causing that to you? Nobody can do that unless you give them the power to. That said, The devil talks about toxicities of any kind. So it could be overeating, over drinking. It could be overuse of any kind of anything, right? It could be over exercise, overworking, not getting enough rest. It could be anything, right? And just taking it to that toxic level. And so you could be dealing with that right now. You may not be getting enough rest, Scorpio, is what I'm seeing. Maybe you need to get more rest as well. And then clarifying the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in. You know it. You can see it. It's right there. It's just not there yet. It's on the horizon. It's just not there yet. But it says find your inspiration to take action. And, you know, it deals with planning and expansion and openness and honesty. You got to be honest. So we've got the Emperor, which is Aries energy. This is like that, like a father type of energy. We have the Knight of Cups, somebody coming in with an offer or an apology, you know, trying to make something better. And then we've got the Hierophant. This is like a leader or a CEO, but this also talks about rising to higher levels of ascension. Could potentially be higher levels of leadership. It also is like the card of institutions. So it could be like higher levels of leadership in something like an institution or a corporation or job or business, something like that, right? This also is higher levels of spirituality. So you could be getting downloads and, you know, leveling up spiritually speaking. And then we have the Four of Swords. Oh, also fives. So like we're talking about fours and fives again. We've got more fours and fives that came out. And that's all about change of direction. Fives are. But then I see Four of Swords. So we have 4, 4, 4. And then we have 5, 5, and 5 again. Told you at the beginning of this I'd been seeing 4s and 5s, and then they pop out. So Four of Swords talks about rest. So it's like you will get rest. Like there ain't no rest for the wicked. You will get rest once you've made amends with this Aries energy, Emperor energy, or this energy comes to you with some type of apology. It's coming. It's coming. Somebody's saying just be strong, power through it. You may have to battle through it, but it's coming. Ain't no rest for the wicked. How does that apply to the song? Far alone, yeah. It's like somebody was going against you. You could have felt like you had people against you, always talking bad about you or projecting on you. And look, it's like, now I'm here, bitch. Like, what? What can you do? Talk now. Keep talking. See where all your talking and all your, you know, leaving me out in the cold. See where that gets you? Nowhere. It gets me further, but gets you nowhere. Now what? All right. Scorpio, please. Scorpio. So yeah, okay, so this makes so much sense. Scorpio, we are masters of transformation, and somehow we are like masters of being able to balance energy through the chaos. And right now we've got very chaotic energy going on all around us, astrologically speaking. We're about to go into it's like 5 or 6 planet retrograde, like all at once, something like that. And so, and we're about to go into Mercury retrograde for mostly the entire month of August. We're already in its pre-shadow. So there's that energy going on as well. Gemini, Virgo energy. And yeah, so, but I feel like, you know, this is what you're working on mastering, is balancing, you know, balancing things. And it's that Libra energy. We started out with justice, right? And that's talking about balance, the scales. Like I said, some of you might want to go and check out the Libra reading. And then this does not surprise me. This card has been popping up in like all of the readings. It's Vry. There's nothing wrong with this card. It's not weighted, nothing. It's just like all the others. And this doesn't surprise me because especially when there's major energies going on, you're going to see a repetition, a repeat of the same messages popping out with a lot of the different signs because we're all feeling the same thing, right? But this is Vry, and it's all about freedom. and I'm hearing in my head, dance like no one's watching. This card talks about, breaking free and, like empowering yourself, going out and dancing, and it's like celebration after you've balanced everything through the chaos of it all, right? Let's read this just a little bit. Okay, so balance 101. It's like when you say something, it's like, communications 101 or life class 101. It's like balance 101. This card bursts and brings the message to find equilibrium. You can be sure that instant karma will be showing up for you no matter where you are on the spiritual path. One other thing I wanted to say about that justice card that we had opening up the reading. One person's justice is another person's karma. Okay? So the fact that this just talked about that, it's like somebody's trying to balance things out, because it's like justice comes in for you, but that's somebody else's karma, but you're good karma, right? Okay, so above the rocks, you see a bright star illuminated. Sirius streams light codes down into the middle of the rocks and reminds us that of the gentle balance and the forces that drive us. There's a fine line between chaos and balance. Just as your thoughts can build you up, they can take you into a momentum that is out of balance, causing unease, stress, and multitudes of other negative things. This card emerges when you are hearing the call for balance. Maybe you need more sleep. And I was saying somebody's not getting enough rest, so you need to get better sleep. It's going to be imperative for you, Scorpio, to get better rest. Okay, so maybe you need more sleep, more work. So that's the other thing too. Somebody could need to be like less lazy, like try clarification, less lazy, try harder in order to get the results that you're looking for. Whatever balance is needed, if you look inside yourself, you will find it within your spirit. So work with Unakite, the stone Unakite, and new thought pattern. My emotions are balanced. I react with love. So instead of like bursting back or fighting back like we want, like the Scorpio sting, where sometimes we almost instantly want to just like sting back, those of us who are more grounded and balanced, like the younger Scorpions, they would sting right away, right? Because they haven't had those experiences yet. I think for the people I'm talking to, you guys are learning to react with kindness, react with love, instead of reacting with a Scorpio stinger, because that ultimately will help you. But this is like constructive criticism, and some of us taking this internally and realizing like, okay, like let's step it up, So then the next one is Vry, freedom. I should have this one memorized by now. Page 20. So Vry allows you to merge with the innocence that surrounds you. Every new encounter is an experience that brings the potential to restore the unshakable faith that you held as a child when freedom was never an afterthought. Vry dances freely under a disco ball on the dance floor, uninhibited, because she believes in the spirit of things happening for their highest good. Here's the freedom to trust yourself before someone makes you doubt yourself. So this is what this is talking about. It's like, instead of, like, you may have gotten some chaotic energy or chaotic message or something, like information that just typically where in the past you would have like lashed out or reacted in a crazy way or something like that. But in this case, this is happening in your highest good, and this is asking you to trust yourself before you doubt yourself. It's like, if you know that you're in the right energy, in the right mind, and that things are right on track, then it's like that's what you should talk about. That's what you should focus on, and then the results will manifest from that energy. Okay? The past cannot be changed, so she dances in the present while creating her future with a smile on her face. The dog dances beside her as a symbol of protection. Vry holds a cannabis leaf in one hand, which represents her open heart and innocence. From her other hand, a streaming pillar of light emerges like a wand, because she's magical. So this card arrives when the veil begins to lift and your biocomputer begins to deprogram with the cannabis plant spirit's guidance. If you receive Ryan a reading, ask yourself, what's the best thing that can happen today? How does it get any better than this? Am I afraid to ask for what I want because of the risk of rejection or denial? Release fear and believe your higher self. The higher plant spirit is guiding you not to fail. You're not going to fail. You will make it through this chaos. You're not going to fail. So, last but not least, we're already at 30 minutes. It's okay. All of these readings have gone over 30 minutes. I think all but maybe one. That's okay, because I love you guys. And this is why Spirit is saying, get back to the basics. Get back to doing things, the way that you know that they need to be done. And soon that's going to allow you the freedom to do whatever it is that you need to do. But this is how you balance things. This is that path to money. It's waiting for you. It's right there. All right, underneath the deck, we've got pregnancy. So this is interesting. For those of you who don't want children or can't have children, this could also mean like pregnancy, like you're just very abundant, very successful in all that you touch. So pregnancy dreams are common for people who are trying to start a family or who are expecting a baby, but usually dreams about a positive pregnancy test, being pregnant, or giving birth represent nascent ideas or projects that are beginning to develop. So it could be like work related, right? Both women and men can have these dreams, as the experiences of planting a seed, developing ideas, and creating through artwork, cooking, and more are universal. If it's not you but someone else who is pregnant, list the qualities of the pregnant person that are most similar to or different from you to clue you into the aspect of your life in the dream that the dream is pointing you to. For example, if a writer is pregnant in your dream, maybe you're bringing a new story into the world, or on the page of, or through your life journey more generally. When you dream of pregnancy, have patience while the seeds you've planted incubate. Then mark your calendar for 9 months from now, and when that date arrives, take note of what you've manifested. So something that you're like trying to incubate, something that you're trying to work on, something that you're trying to create, it could be taking a little bit longer than like you expected, but 9 months from now, you're going to be in a completely new situation, a completely new scenario. Okay, then underneath the deck, this does not surprise me at all whatsoever, because we've got bicycle. I was telling you the entire time, some of you guys might be on the cusp of Libra, or have it somewhere strong in your chart, or be dealing with the Libra. Libra had this card too, bicycle. So a bicycle is a simple and elegant piece of machinery. Thanks to a series of gears, wheels, and a few drops of grease, you can power yourself forward as far as your lungs and legs can take you. If you're on a bike, ask why. You might have chosen to go by foot or car. It's a dream, so you could have flapped your arms and flown. Instead, you are riding a vehicle that requires some skill, effort, and balance, but also the chance to coast downhill. So remember, we're talking about balance, but also freedom, coasting, freedom with like Vry, right? And you'll be shown the way. So the bicycle in your dream might indicate that you're providing the necessary power to move forward, or you may need more equilibrium, balance again, right? Have you found, or are you seeking a satisfying blend of effort and support? Are you gliding along easily in life, exerting too much of your will or too little? Today, hop on a bicycle if you can and notice how you feel, or meditate on the qualities, memories, and associations that bikes hold for you. Which of those can guide you on your journey today? So you guys might want to meditate and think about like being on a bike, or a bicycle, or actually hop on a bicycle. If you can't get like a bicycle where you can go like off into the countryside or around the neighborhood, check out like maybe just like going into like a local gym and doing one of those stationary bikes and just like zoning out for a second. So that's what I've got for you right now, Scorpio, for the end of July or whenever you're seeing this. If any of this resonated, brought you answers, clarity, or insight, drop a comment in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. And You know that I always look forward to sharing this time and energy with you. If you're looking for a personal reading, I have all of that information in the description below this video. If you are lovers of coconut water like I am too, one of my friends owns this company and it is so freaking good. It's CocoLoveWater.com, and if you go to their website, type in Cannastrologer15, you'll get 15% off of your order, and it's straight from source. It's so delicious, completely natural, and they do a lot of good things for a lot of good people. Also, you can catch me on CincyMag.com, so make sure you check that out as well. And so, as you know, it's Together We Grow. I look forward to seeing you guys on the flip side in August, and you guys have a good one. Take care. Peace.